Hey guys, in this video I want to show you a test that we recently ran on a landing page where we removed the Shopify app and sales increased. And so hence the title of this video. Here is an app that you shouldn't install on your product page unless you test it first. Now, first of all, the results. Conversion rates went up by about 22%, revenue went up by 18%, average order value decreased, however, by negative 3%. The probability to beat the best is 94%, so highly likely to beat the best. This pretty much definitely increased conversion rates, increased overall sales, etc. And I'll show you the change that we made over here. So you see the summer sale section over here where it's a bundling app. This is the Kaching bundling app. You can see over here there's this big block in the middle of the above the fold section, and it has essentially pushed everything much further down on the page. If I scroll up, for example, I've got to scroll. This sticky add to cart is a new addition, but I had to scroll quite far down to get to the add to cart button, and all of this social proof and benefits and things like that just got pushed way further down on the page. So our thought process was, well, we know this is probably increasing AOV, probably increasing average order value because people are incentivized to buy more product. However, it's probably decreasing overall sales because less people are buying in the first place. So when we remove this, cross this out, and ran it against the control, which did have that. As you can see, we had some great results. Overall revenue was up by 18% with a 22% increase in conversion rates. So this kind of points to a couple of wider lessons. One is you never want to implement something across the board on your website until you've tested it first, especially something that has a significant change in how your website looks or how your website feels. It's really important that you run a split test for this first prior to doing anything else. If you don't run a split test, you can very often end up in the position that this brand ended up in, where they were losing thousands of dollars per month simply because they thought that the product page was going to produce more revenue with the bundling app installed, and they were wrong in that case. They were correct, however. Average order value was higher with the bundle app. But when we removed the bundle app, average order value only decreased by a very small percent, by negative 3%. These apps, and this is the second point, these bundling apps are incentivized to try and make you feel like they're generating you millions of dollars per day. And so a lot of what these bundling apps will do is they'll have this dashboard. Inside the dashboard, they'll start reporting on all of the upsells that they've made, all of the additional revenue that they've generated. Keep in mind, that's not actually a split test. And so what that means is they're not calculating overall orders having increased or decreased since you install the app. They're just saying that out of the products, out of the orders that you're currently getting with the app installed, how many include the upsell? And so if you have a 10% upsell rate, it will say you're generating X amount of thousands of dollars per month, which is actually incorrect. It's not actually true. You are technically, you have a slightly higher average order value, but until we can rule out that conversion rates having decreased, for all we know, you could be losing money if this client was on their Shopify store. So just a really short video. This was the Kaching bundle. I'm not saying in all situations this would be bad, or I'm not even hating specifically on the Kaching bundle app. Like in some situations they can work. I prefer to custom code these, custom build these into the product page because I think you have more control over the UX and you can make them work a little bit better. But if you are using an application, test it first. Best case scenario, your conversion rates stay the same or increase and your average order value increases, in which case happy days, you're earning a lot more money. However, oftentimes this happens where average order value has a tiny bump and then your actual sales, your actual conversion rates plummet, and then from there you're not really generating more revenue. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you want us to work on your Shopify store and run these types of tests for you, click the link down below. We'll build you up to 50 different landing pages on your Shopify store. And if your sales don't increase, we'll give you all your money back. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one.